A Manila court convicts Rappler CEO and executive editor Maria Ressa and former Rappler researcher-writer Rey Santos Jr. for cyber libel Monday, June 15. The court, led by Judge Raynelda Montesa, sentences Ressa and Santos to a minimum of 6 months and 1 day to a maximum of 6 years in jail. Ressa and Santos are entitled to post-conviction bail while they exhaust legal remedies in higher courts like the Court of Appeals and the Supreme Court. The two journalists are also ordered to pay complainant Wilfredo King 400,000 pesos in damages. The trial was over in only 8 months, possibly the fastest libel trial in recent history. Rappler in a statement says the verdict sets a dangerous precedent not only for journalists but for everyone online. The decision today marks not the rule of law, but the rule of law twisted to suit the interests of those in power who connive to satisfy their mutually beneficial personal and political agenda. In convicting Rappler journalists, the court affirms republication makes for a separate libel offense, and cyber libel's prescription period is 12 years. Judge Raynelda Montesa in her decision says Rappler's correction on a typographical error in February 2014 is considered republication. Journalists say the ruling will impact reporting using confidential sources. It does not discuss how to treat confidential sources. Instead, it faults Rappler for quote-unquote not verifying. Santos says he still stands by his story.
2012 yung story. It's been 8 years since lumabas yung story. And I still stand by my story.
Courage means if someone powerful comes after you to tell you to take down a story, that you don't just blindly take it down, that you double check, that you triple check, because it could be a way to intimidate you.
In a statement, the Consortium on Democracy and Disinformation says the language of the decision proved that the court failed to understand how journalism works and what its role in the democratic setting is. The group also belies Montesa's claim that Maria's title, executive editor, is a clever ruse, calling it one of many microaggressions. DND says we wish Judge Montesa could have reminded herself to use Google. The top editors of the New York Times, the Washington Post, the Philippine Daily Inquirer, and many other newspapers and news sites around the world are called executive editor.